Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, very interesting channeling that has kind of made sense of the other messages I've had during the day. So I just got through what the message was. I feel like we're on the edge of a precipice. I thought, I don't even know what that word means. I felt like we're on the edge of something exciting, like something major is about to happen, but I didn't really put a negative energy to it. And then I researched the word precipice. It talks about like being at the top of like a cliff mountain, or that someone is very close to disaster, failure. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. So let's do not a tarot reading. I've just got some oracle cards, but we can actually start with written in the cards, which is a Professor Puzzle Games. It's not a tarot deck, but we can get some messages from here. So that's interesting. And there's me thinking it was something good. Maybe it is. But I don't know. I felt, let me go then to the messages that I've had during the day. And a lot of it is about deleting data that could be used as evidence. Okay. Hi, Christine. Hello, beautiful. Hello, darling. Hi, Leah, if I pronounce it like that. Leah. Hi, welcome to the channel of love. So anyway, I've just had a feeling that we're on the edge of a precipice. And when I've had a look at the word precipice, it means to be close to failure, danger, top of a mountain, cliff top. And during the day, I've had messages like kind of about things that could be used against you. So say if somebody found some text messages or photographs, conversations that are going to be hard for you to explain, it's just like a warning. I'm really not sure what this is all about. Hi Aram, how are you doing today? Christine, I had a feeling today the way someone was texting me was, what's that say? Prof against me. You're on point. Yeah, I'm just, you know, when it's well, it's like the truth comes to light. Anyway, I've split these decks. Let's have a look. While I'm here, I didn't really want to get too stimulated because after these late night readings, and it is 22:40 at the moment, after I finish the reading, it takes a little while. If you are a tarot reader, or somebody, let's say a creator, entertainer, you can't go to bed straight away. You've got to kind of just, whoo, because your mind is racing. It's your adrenaline. You're just pumping. Right, a proof. Yes. Okay. What's texting me was proof against me. Hi. Good night. Good night. It's 1:40 a.m. Wow. You're a night owl. Christine, yes indeed, the truth came to light today for sure. Okay. Have a good day for you. I will do. You too. London or Canada? Interesting. London. Well, England. Londonish accent. But I'm not a Londoner. And I'm not an Essex girl. Well, I think London is in Essex. I think. I don't know. Is London London and Essex is Essex? Could be. Right, so let me 444 on the timer. Hi, Tommy. Tom I Drone. Aram, I love London. Yeah. It's a good place to visit. We've got 2 decks here. Written in the cards. Let's just have a play with some cards and see what comes out. I thought so. True English. I've had to work a lot on my pronunciation. Yeah. Meeting. Okay, is someone calling a meeting? I'm feeling the energy of trouble. Okay. We need to have a meeting at the dinner table. Okay, tonight. So that's the deck. I've just moved this out the way. That's the deck I haven't shuffled yet. Christine, my adrenaline been racing today and finally coming to a chill. Had to see the light today. Okay, what's going on in this card? Come on, guys. Tap into your feelings, your senses. What do you sense from this card? I'm going to try and involve you more, especially as the camera's down, so you can look at the cards with me and we can channel this energy together. Tap into your intuition. What's coming through? There's 6 chairs there. Meeting the family. Okay, well, let's have a look. The bearded. Oh, look at that. Arguments in reverse. The bearded. That takes me to a wise... Well, it did take me to a Santa Claus energy. Here comes Santa Claus. Looks like the light is shining through. Doesn't it just? The bearded. Christmas time. But there's like kind of... It's a nice, peaceful environment here. Although I felt the energy of, oh, I feel there's trouble. No, there's no trouble. Look, there's no arguments. There's no swearing. No swearing at the table. Unless someone's calling a meeting. Oh, what cards am I using here? These ones up here. Can we have a conversation? If we actually have a look at what's in reverse, so the hot-headed, arguments, can we just sit down and talk? So, but first of all, I know I said about Santa Claus, but I felt like a wise one. So he's called a meeting. The pestering. Oh, this is getting interesting now. The pestering. Surgeon. I'm just going to say what comes through for me, because I'm feeling that this is a masculine who's calling a meeting with his partner. Because I feel there's this lingering, pestering, nagging energy. He needs to talk. Look, it's tearing him apart. Hey, Mariah. Hello, darling. Hey, Mariah. What's that song? It's Mariah Carey. I don't know the rest of the rap, but I know he goes, hey, Mariah. But what is the song? I don't know if it's Dream Lover. Dream Lover, come rescue me. Take me up, take me down, take me anywhere you want to, baby, now. I need you so desperately. Won't you please come around? 'Cause I wanna share forever with you, baby. Troll. Okay. So if this troll energy is not a pleasant energy, okay? They come to cause trouble. And it looks like she's got a mallet. This is tough. Troll, okay. Laugh out loud, yeah. But I've heard the terminology, I haven't for a long time actually, Because I don't think we really attract that energy, do we? Troll energy. Why would we? Unless we're like representing troll energy ourselves. Because we attract, well, like attracts like. So it's a troll energy here. This could be where I've sensed like maybe the trouble coming in. Could be pestering. The troll energy has been pestering for answers. And finally, we find ourselves on the edge of a precipice. Now we have a very loving community here. And I find if we don't use those words, then we're not going to attract. It's like, I was just made the comment about, you know, my accent and how I've actually, like, worked on my speech and how I pronounce my words. And doing this, public speaking, really does help. And I give myself a real easy time because I obviously know how I used to talk. And can still slip into those habits. But I was speaking yesterday about swearing, so I'm really trying to watch like how much I actually do swear and is it necessary, and can we just take the swearing out completely? And it's the same with like calling people names. Like if you noticed, I said I felt like this was, let's say, the divine masculine, because, you know, I work with the divine masculine, divine feminine energy. And there is energy that isn't divine. It doesn't mean it cannot become divine, but we, you know, we bump up against characters that just seem to, that just doesn't blend, no matter how much you try. And I said that I felt like it was his partner. Let's start taking, you know, the words out of our vocabulary that we're not wanting to attract. Does that kind of make sense? Why don't we practice that? And see how peaceful. And remember their thoughts as well, not just your words. You can't be like, I'll give you an example, okay? Because I can give it to you. You can't like look at somebody and think, okay, you know, that's their partner. And in your mind you're thinking, well, that's a fucking troll. Yeah? You don't need to. It's not necessary, is it? Not really. So you'll find that people, your name calling stops when you stop name calling. Obviously, that's why I like to use the words divine masculine, divine feminine. We all have that within us. It's just about reawakening it. It's always been there. It's just lying dormant. But it's all the negative approaches to life and how that seems to be increasing. I'll tell you one I've noticed recently is like supermarkets comparing themselves against other supermarkets and naming that supermarket. Whoa, that's a bit low, isn't it? Mobile phone one. I mean, poor iPhone. It seems to be taking a bit of a bashing. But I haven't seen any iPhone adverts kind of dissing anyone else. Not in my... And I'm just thinking, what, is this totally necessary? I mean, in advertisements, I'm wondering, I mean, they don't make sense to me. But this is what's being put out there. Is there really this need for comparison of who's better? I just believe, mind your own business, set your standards, want to be better than, you know, who you was yesterday, and don't worry about what anyone else is doing. That's the kind of world we're living in. It's quite shocking, isn't it? Well, unless you're part of it. So let's work on that. Let's work on taking the swearing out of our vocabulary, because it's not really cool, is it? When I hear people swear, I mean, unless it's in like a jokey way, that's where I'm going to try and take it out, because I don't like really swear angrily. It's normally in a joking way. So I'm actually going to work at taking that out. I don't need to do that. I don't know, something just happens like to my system. If I hear people swearing violently at each other, it's just not me anymore. Well, it is me, but it's not the old me that, I don't know, somehow thought, I don't know, makes you cool if you swear. No, not really. So we can all work on that, I'm sure. Right then, is this what I'm calling a meeting? You know, that's taking me to the meeting that Napoleon Hill, if you haven't read the book or listened to the audio Think and Grow Rich, I really do strongly suggest that you do, because I can name 2 people for sure that I know that studied that book. One was Jerry Hicks. Abraham Hicks channels through Jerry's wife Esther, but Jerry's made his transition now. And Napoleon did actually come through to Abraham to speak to Jerry, which was interesting. But before he had met Esther, he was a big studier of Think and Grow Rich. And he basically teach the principles on to his company. And then I only found out by listening to a Wayne Dyer podcast. It wasn't a podcast, don't know why I said that. I don't listen to podcasts. Audio, and he had said that, I think it might have been his uncle, when he was just about to go into the Navy, so he was young, gave him a copy of Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. And I've been listening to Wayne Dyer for years, and I didn't know that. Anyway, I love the book. I got hooked onto it before I got into spirituality. It was when I was in network marketing. I come across that book, loved it. Remember giving, let me speak properly. I remember giving a talk on that book at a meeting. Yeah, brilliant, life-changing for me. Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. But what he talks about in there is having his imaginary council. So he would have like Abraham Lincoln show up, and every night he would say, and he was very embarrassed that he did not admit to doing this for years, okay, that every evening he would call forward 6, I don't actually know if it was 6, but let's just say 6 very influential, can't get the words out, influential characters that he knew about them. He had studied into them and their characteristics, and they would bring through knowledge that he could call upon anybody and get their point of view. And they would have like this imaginary meeting, which was very real for Napoleon. Yeah. So if you study Napoleon Hill, he will tell you all about that. Well, it's one of his chapters in his book. Okay, right. So where are we off to now? I had to learn to not swear bad words myself as well. Yeah. You understand? Good, Christine. I understand, so that's what matters. Who needs to understand will understand. Aram, I believe that Think and Grow Rich has a lot of missing keys hidden by purpose. Well, that's interesting that you say that, because I'm not sure on my correctness of what I'm going to say, but you'll get the idea. So Abraham, if you know who I'm talking about, Abraham Hicks. If you don't, definitely check out Abraham on YouTube. So Abraham came through Esther and said they had a message for Jerry. And so Jerry would wake Esther up all hours of the night, because he'd have so many questions for Abraham, and she would just channel Abraham through. But that's their story that you need to listen to. Let me get back to what I'm saying. So Jerry was so excited, because obviously studying Napoleon Hill for all these years, and Napoleon has come through from the other side with, it's really a question. What questions does Jerry have? And he asked, what would you tell people like now, that you didn't, you know, when you was here. And it was about a word being taken out of the book, Think and Grow Rich. I think that word was about spirit. Anything to do with spirituality. I think they call it cosmic contact, cosmic consciousness. They use a different terminology. So you're right. It's like spirit was taken out of the book, but you can put it together. And I just resonated. When I listened to that audio, I just resonated to all of it, going the extra mile. It just captivated me. And I'm talking, for years, I would listen to Think and Grow Rich daily. I'd plug in when I was self-employed. And I'd be working, like doing lots of different things. But I was able to plug into Think and Grow Rich. And then when I was in the car, I'd have the audio on disc, plug in. It would do no harm. Okay. So I love a bit of Think and Grow Rich. Let's go to messages from your angels, because I did think that this would be the first deck that I pulled a message from. Okay. We have patience. Now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. Wow. Patience. Asaya. It's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I am watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. One more. Caressa, you are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. Very interesting. I felt there was a slight shift of energy there. I felt this energy was quite masculine, and like, listen to Think and Grow Rich, okay? And like, do yourself the biggest favour you can. Just, yeah. Commit to doing that. And the rest will just take care of itself. Once you're in it, listening to it, you'll be hooked. I'm sure you will. Come on, they're the keys of success. Anyway. But he talks about an idea. It all starts with an idea. And then this energy become quite feminine. You're at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. It's like, I feel like she's there waiting in the shadows. What's these in the corner here? They're dolphins. They are. But that one's a lot closer. What other cards do I have? I have the energy cards. Ooh, squeaky. Healer of the ages. very much feel the masculine here is he's doing some work. He's realising his own power. And here you are, it's like waiting in the... It looks like you're on a tropical island, if I'm honest. You're waiting in paradise. It doesn't look like paradise yet. But he's learning. And learning quickly. And healing. Well, he's being healed. Card number 51. See the light shining through the heart? I do. I noticed that, Aaron. It's like going across the top of his arms as well, isn't it? Oh no, it's just coming out, isn't it, from his heart? That's love. That's love. Okay. Card number 51. Let me just have some coffee. That's love. Has he got the love bug? Sorry. Cheers. Cheers to the channel of lovers. Health and vitality. This powerful being brings the force of ancient wisdom. Well, that will come in with the story I've just told you about. I mean, I have meetings with my parents and whoever I call upon. Archangels are calling a selection, and I can sit there and hold my own little spiritual meeting. But this powerful being brings the force of ancient wisdom and profound healing. The light of divine consciousness pours from his hands and heart, flowing to you with love and a powerful healing intention. On this side, look, you have this energy, and on this side you have the feminine. This amazing entity is with you now, bringing resolution to physical, mental and emotional ills, helping to unblock stuck energy and revitalise your life force. You may have felt this strong presence recently, or you may just be opening to the wonderful sensations now. You can call upon this emissary of miraculous transformation whenever you need vitality, balance or renewal. Know that at the deepest level, an important healing is taking place. An important healing. I do feel this energy of he wants to caress, like the feminine, caress her. Caress her. You are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. Interesting. So Christine had to call a meeting to my brother today to let him know to address something to him that had to do with his children, and he now understands me. Brilliant. Seems to be a meeting day today. So it seems. Okay, let's get another card from the energy cards here. The sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron, card number 40. Clarity of thought, personal vision. This very powerful Archangel Metatron brings brilliant indigo vibrations to your brow chakra or third eye, which is the center devoted to insight and clear thought. When this card appears upright, it indicates a much greater clarity in your thought process and an expanded perspective towards broader horizons. Some new perceptions are taking hold and the clouds of confusion are clearing. In some ways, this could be a new beginning, for you're on your way to developing a deeper insight about what's going on in your life and why. Now is the time to focus on your personal vision. What do you want your life to look like in the years ahead? Create a clear picture of that and support it with your daily thoughts. The insight you need to create a vibrant life is available to you now. Wow. Okay, I have 2 more decks left. The Divine Feminine Oracle, and then we will finish with a message from the Mother Mary. Okay. Like I said, the energy was on the edge of a precipice, but I didn't think it had a negative. I thought it meant we were on the edge of, I'm on the edge of glory. And it had a totally different meaning than what I thought. So what do? Do I go with the feeling that I got? Or do I go with what Google says? I don't know if I should listen to Google much. Not sure I'm liking Google that much. Lucy, don't have your judgments. Yeah, let them do their own little, I don't know, phone battle. Not only are humans alike dissing each other. So iPhones. Mobile phones, I should say. Okay, Lucy. Akleander, the goddess of never not broken. Everything happens for my liberation. I choose to become only more love. Okay, I'm going to read why your soul selected her card, because I feel drawn to get another card from here. So let's just read page number 96, why your soul selected her card. So when your soul selects her card, many of us exert tremendous energy in the effort to not break or fall apart. We resist our grief, our heartbreak, or we deny the need to change until the choice no longer feels like it's ours. Something sidesweeps us in our ordinary life and shatters who we think we are and how we identify ourselves. Here's what Akleander reminds us. Vulnerability is our greatest strength. If we are always broken, we can never break. Akleander is the most intimate and personally powerful goddess because she meets us in those moments when we can feel most alone, most exposed, and most afraid. She models how to thrive in the midst of change. She uses pain to joyfully and purposefully transform. She sees everything as an opportunity to release what isn't serving her. And she knows that being broken isn't a failure or something we should avoid. It's actually the whole point. We are here to let our ideas of ourselves go up in flames, so that beneath the ashes, the soft core of who we truly are arises, and so that we remember that it's not the heart that ever breaks, it's the ego. The heart only ever expands. Okay. Teresa of Avila. Our Lady of the Interior Design. I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. Okay, let's see, whereabouts? Page 35. When your soul selects her card. Saint Teresa is a call for the importance of the interior life. She knew immediately about the spiritual wealth we all possess and have access to if we're willing to go inward. She not only emphasized the need to meditate and to pray in order to reach that innermost castle where the soul waits for us, but she also instructed the sisters of her convent on how to discern the presence of the soul or of a saint or of a holy person that is giving us wisdom from within us. Wow. Imaginary table here, okay? No, the table's real. The meeting's real. But but she also instructed the sisters of her convent on how to discern the presence of the soul or of a saint or of a holy person that is giving us wisdom from within us. She had a bookmark that supposedly read, "If you have God, you are want for nothing. God alone suffices." This synthesizes the wisdom of her experience. Nothing less than divine love will satiate a seeker, especially once you have met with it from within. She urges us to meditate, to pray, to go inward and meet with the presence of the soul. And then she asks for us to believe that it is real and that the answers we find are real. She asks us to move that inner truth out into the world with confidence and conviction. Okay, the soul voice meditation. What does love feel like in my body? The intention. I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. Let's finish this reading with a message from the Mother Mary. Listen to how lovely and quiet and still it is. We have two pussycats in the room, opposite each other, opposite sides of the room, curled up, sleeping peacefully. It was the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Okay, let's finish with a message from the Mother Mary. Love, love me do. You know I love you. I'll always be true. So please, love me do. Love me do. Our Lady of the Rose Child. Not sure, I'm loving that glare that's... Oh, okay, it moves down. What are we going to do, Liz? There you go. Now I want to see her face. Come on now. Good? Good. Got all this energy. The Sisters of the Convent. Okay. So card number 23. You kind of clear your throat, don't you, when the meeting's about to start, to get everybody's attention. Have we all got our cups of coffee? We have. Have we had a little catch up? Hi, how are you? Good, good. Brilliant. And then it's, okay, the Divine Mother would like to speak. You are my rose child, born of agony and ecstasy. In sorrow and joy, I am with you and you are growing. In death and new life, I am with you and you are growing. The thorn and the bloom, both of the rose. In the midst of your suffering, you are in the birthing pains of new life. I cherish you, my heavenly rose child. Do not fear the darkness of life. It is necessary for your light to be made manifest. I am your mother, the midwife for the birth of your soul, and the defender of your heart. Surrender and trust in me. Torn open by suffering, you have become vulnerable and compassionate. Strengthened through joy, you become light of spirit and accepting of all of life. You are her rose child. To become what you are, you have endured the agony of breaking open as a seed, found inner strength to push down roots, and the focused intention to rise above the earth. You have been thorns and branches, finding ways to protect yourself from predators as you reach out to the light. And now your heart, the fragrant blooming rose, is opening. This process repeats as we transform and become capable of receiving more life force, growing into a bigger manifestation of soul light upon the earth. At such points on the path, we come into direct contact with the divine. This isn't always as we think it will be. Though the mother loves and protects her holy child, which is your own soul, beloved, she does not try to stop that child from growing. That would not be mothering, that would be smothering, which does not allow for life to promote growth, but prevents it, no matter how well-meaning that overprotection may be. Allowing more contact with the divine means more of life pumps through our being. That is joy, and that can also be agony. These cannot be separated. The devotee of the Divine Mother understands that the connection with the peace of the spiritual presence is not about avoiding life, but becoming strong enough to bear it, to grow through it, to become radiant, a living divine soul made flesh. The Holy Mother protects her child without interfering in what is genuinely required for the soul to become all that it is destined to be, a living divine being on earth. When the child suffers, how she howls in agony, feeling every pain as though it were her own. Sometimes that suffering is more than the Holy Child can bear, and so she intervenes, absorbing the impact and keeping the child safe from harm. At other times, the suffering is a part of life, such as the loss that goes hand in hand with human love. At these times, she is in the pain with her child, but does not try to shield the child from the mysteries of life, which, though painful at times, I just need to grab a hold of my words. Okay, right. Whew. So when the child suffers, how she howls in agony, feeling every pain as though it were her own. Sometimes that suffering is more than the Holy Child can bear, and so she intervenes, absorbing the impact and keeping the child safe from harm. At other times, the suffering is a part of life, such as the loss that goes hand in hand with human love. At these times, she is in the pain with her child, but does not try to shield the child from the mysteries of life, which, though painful sometimes, actually feed the soul with the richness of human experience. When the child triumphs, how she dances, ignited in delight and happiness as her child shines true. She is willing to bear it because that is the gift of life through which the soul is empowered into divinity. The oracle of Our Lady of the Rose Child comes with a special message. If you have been suffering, do not believe that the Mother has turned away from you. She is in your heart, suffering with you. She is bearing this and asking that you bear it because she loves you, and this is your way to outgrow that which is too small for your future. Your breaking heart is the seed cracking open so that new life can begin. She is protecting you from unnecessary struggle, yet there are challenges which are essential for your soul to grow. These challenges will not be withheld from you because you are entitled to become your full self. Her message is this: from any suffering, great love will be born. Surrender into your pain to find the path through it, for that path is there and new life is awaiting you. The Mother will help you find the path through any pain or struggle. Nothing is impossible for her love. Know that your current struggle is blessed, and although this may not make much sense to the mind, this message can help the heart find some peace to bear this challenging part of your journey. Know that you are not alone, and the Heavenly Mother walks with you always. Pray to her, not for the challenge to be taken away, but for the courage, responsiveness, surrender, trust and grace required to successfully move through it. You shall be so blessed. Let's end with this healing process and affirmation. Intend or perceive that there is a swirling golden light around your feet. that light begins to form into a rose of light with you at the centre and its rich golden petals opening up all around you. Imagine that it has healing fragrance releasing upwards out of the centre, bathing you in subtle healing scent. Say this prayer. Mother Mary, who lovingly tends the souls of the world as sacred roses in her healing garden, nurture, nourish, and protect my soul. May I be held in your loving grace and given the strength to find the light even in my darkest hours. That golden rose underneath your feet transforms into the loving embrace of Mother Mary. She holds you gently at her heart, sending a blessing of golden light into the back of your heart and the back of your head, where her hands of light gently rest. You may feel emotions or thoughts coming or going. Just allow that to be as you stay with the sensation or intention of being open to the embrace of the Holy Mother. When you are ready, you can seal your practice by saying the following affirmation either quietly or aloud. Our Lady, Mother Mary, blesses me now with her protection, strength, and peace. Even through darkness, her light within me shines eternal and bright, and divine success is mine. Yes. And divine success is mine. Claim it. Guys, I love you all dearly. Thank you for joining me this evening. I will catch up with you all again soon. So until then, take care, much love. Bye for now.